So, hello everyone. It is Katrina. I look different. I know. The hair. I dyed it. Something really terrible happened to me a couple weeks ago, and it was like last Friday night, and I was attacked by a black woman walking into the dime store, and she first tried to run over me with her car, and she couldn't hit me with her car. So then she parked her car and chased me into the dime store down the street and started beating me in the face with her phone cord. And her and her friends, that because I physically, like, I put them up finally. After she hit me about 7 times in the face with her phone cord, I was already inside the store. I put them up, and her and her friends dragged me out into the parking lot. A whole bunch of people were helping her, and they kicked me and beat me, and she dragged me around by my blonde hair and cut my hair off with a pair of scissors. And they beat me with a board and tried to drown me in a mud puddle out in the parking lot, calling me, "You white bitch, you white bitch. We know you're fucking rich," is what they said. And so that's why my hair looks like this. I had to cut it to make it even. And all my long blonde hair is now gone. So that's why all my long blonde hair is gone. All my long blonde hair is gone now. That's why. So anyway, nice, right? Yeah. So anyway, I've just really had it with all of it. And I've been busy. I've filed my complaints. I've named names. I've named businesses. I've named people. So we'll see what's going on. And I'm laying the groundwork for what's going to happen next here in Waterloo. Me. That's right. So anyway, I was just sitting and watching the news, and the lead story tonight was about Afghanistan. Did you see that? About the Taliban and Afghanistan. There were 3 people left in Afghanistan. three Taliban members sitting at a table. I don't know where all the other people went. From there went. Don't ask me. They're probably all at the airport trying to get a flight out. I don't know where they think they're going. But that's where all are. So then the next thing we see on TV is the forecast. The forecast came next. The weather forecast came next. And they had a big American flag over the day for a Saturday. I guess for 9/11. So none of us Americans would forget. The peace deal Donald Trump made with the Taliban on January, was it 26, January 26th? I think 20, 2019 or 2020. It might have been January 23rd. Anyway, lest we forget. Right? So don't forget the peace deal that Donald Trump made with the Taliban, y'all. There's no one left in Afghanistan except for 3 Taliban members sitting at a big long table, and they've got like all these half empty, half drunk water bottles like surrounding them of commercial bottled water. There's like, yeah. So don't forget. There's 3 Taliban members left in Afghanistan at a big long table with a bunch of leftover commercial drinking water bottles and abandoned clipboards and binders abandoned all over the table. All over the table. So there's that. Sorry, my hair is obviously bothering me because I had to just cut it. Okay, sorry. So COVID-19 too, and for us here, it's just the weather. And COVID-19. You know, and It doesn't look good. Do any of you realize how hard that was? Like approaching a miracle that we got a vaccine for something like COVID so fast. A variant, a varying, for lack of better nomenclature to translate from medical, to layperson, a mutating virus like COVID. You probably don't know this, because it's sexually transmitted. Visible. And that's how people recognize it. But HIV AIDS is actually a respiratory illness, medically. Did you know that? HIV AIDS, it's a respiratory disease. It's a respiratory disease. But to someone without medical background, we automatically think sexually transmissible, because that's how it spreads. The main way it is spread. Like COVID, a respiratory disease. But COVID is spread through droplets of mucus, cough, sneeze, dirty hands. Not sex. But you gotta figure, if you're kissing, then COVID. Right? Duh. Comes from droplets in our lungs, though. The virus passes from droplets in the lungs of an infected person. Not semen, secretions or blood or body fluid, like AIDS. So I'm watching the news, and the hospital's overwhelmed. And it doesn't look good. Coming up with a vaccine so fast on a novel virus like that was practically a miracle. And the people who are sick now are sick because they wouldn't take it. They wanted to politicize the vaccine and taking it instead of just shutting their stupid mouths. And taking their fucking medicine. Like the doctor said. They want to be smarter than the CDC. And a stable genius. Like Donald Trump. Doesn't look good. And I have no sympathy for them. For these people. Eating horse dewormer. And dog medicine. From the vet. But won't get a vaccine. Won't get their kids vaccinated. What is medical supposed to do? Sorry. That was dumb. And now it's too late. So there's that. And then, it's just from me personally. I don't care how I look. How you people think I look. Your behavior towards me is sexist and racist, and I don't appreciate it. So anyway, I thought I'd read some poetry. Before I go. This first poem is by Lance Henson. It's called At Chadwick's Bar and Grill. A sky the color of a wren's breath hangs over red clouds, hint of rain, and home is dirt underfoot. Tufu and Lipo have forgiven nothing, not waking drunk under any moon, or the incessant calling of a loon. So waiting is the rose's own signature. The spider catches the fly at morning, whether I am there or not. This is a poem by Roberta Hill Whiteman. It's called Variations for Two Voices. 1. Where do we live? Underneath sunset. How long have we been here? Since your grandfather's death, when war came without effort and hearts didn't own a tear or a victory. We stand in a stranger's field beyond pardon. What do? We hide. We bargain. We answer each question with a difficult anger. Map the future for heartache. Rattle old bones. When is it time? Time is that beggar living in the basement. He dictates to us when to move, how to dream. Run and he'll be there, waiting at crossroads with pitch for your rib cage and pins for your eyes. Who will come to save us? No one. Nothing. Yet when the wind stirs, I hear voices call us inside the snowdrift. I've heard it those nights when snow writhes before spring. Don't ever listen. Don't ever listen. Don't listen. What can it bring? 2. Where do we live? Inside this morning. How long have we been here? Only the lakes remember our arrival. Go there at dawn when reeds ride the slow wash. An answer will come from the small world of crayfish. What do we do? Balance our shadows like oaks in bright sunlight. Stretch and tumble as much as we're able. Eat up the light and struggle with blindness. When is it time? Time is that thrush that preens in the wood and sings on a slender branch in your rib cage. Listen. What comes on invisible wings, darting above the blue roots of flowers? Fly, dragon, fly. Now the bird sings. Who will come to save us? For some, it's the rattling cloud, the air before evening. Come, take my hand. For all that it's worth, our hearts learn much too soon how to speak like mountain stones. All right, one more poem before I go. This is a poem by Gail Tremblay. It's called Indian Singing in 20th Century America. We wake the day, the light rising in us like sun, our breath a prayer brushing against the feathers in our hands. We stumble out into streets. Patterns of wires invented by strangers are strung between eye and sky. We dance in two worlds, inevitable as seasons in one, exotic curiosities in the other, which rushes headlong down highways, watches us from car windows, explains us to its children in words that no one could ever make sense of. The image obscures the vision, and we wonder whether anyone will ever hear our own names for the things we do. Light dances in the body, surrounds all living things. Even the stones sing. Although their songs are infinitely slower than the ones we learn from trees. No human voice lasts long enough to make such music sound. Earth breath eddies between factories and office buildings, caresses the surface of our skin. We go to jobs, the boss always watching the clock to see that we're on time. He tries to shut out magic in hopes we'll make mistakes or disappear. We work fast and steady, and remember, each breath alters the composition of the air. Change moves relentless. The pattern unfolding despite their planning. We're always there, singing round dance songs, remembering what supports our life. Impossible to ignore. Good night.